Hey, what's up everyone? How you doing? Super excited to announce that Collector Vision Games, my team and I over there, have partnered with First Press Games to release Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan physically for both the Switch and PlayStation 4. Many of you guys have reached out to me and I've heard comments like, the digital has been out for a while for the Switch, right? For a couple of years. And I've had people reach out to me and say, John, I'm going to wait for the physical to release. I love the game, I want to play it, but I'm going to wait for the physical to release. Now is the time. If you want to check out the game, you want the physical, now's the time to get it. They are limited in supply. Just want to give you a heads up, and pre-orders do go up this Saturday. So it's April 23rd. They'll go up live. I'll put a link to First Press's website in the description box so you can check it out. The limited editions are limited edition, of course. The Switch limited edition is going to be limited to 500 copies, and the PS4 limited edition will be limited to 250 copies. And I just want to show you some examples of the production quality that First Press has done in the past, right? So, for example, regardless, if you get just a regular edition, really cool still, comes with this nice slipcase, which I think is unique to First Press. I haven't seen that, it's pretty awesome. And of course, you get the game in the box. And this game is called Whole New World. Really fun platformer, by the way, really fun game, kind of retro style. Nice instruction manual, which Sydney Hunter will include as well. Of course, you get the game itself. And each edition, regardless of what you get a gold coin or you get some silver or gold coin. What's awesome about this, depending on what version you get, so whether you get the PS4, the Switch, or both, or the limited edition or the regular edition, each edition has a different coin that it comes with. So I think there's like 5 or 6 different coins available, which is awesome. Really good weight to it. It comes with a plastic case, which is awesome. So that's the regular edition. So the regular edition is super cool. Nonetheless, now this limited edition, right? This is an example. This is again the same game, Whole New World. It also has a slipcase, giant slipcase artwork. So in this case, imagine Sydney Hunter artwork in the back, and then you have this. I think they call these like clear files, which are additional artwork, which is cool. So they're kind of like semi-transparent, right? In this case, it has some additional. You get the Japanese covers, which is great. You get the Japanese instruction manual, some other things too. You get some additional things here, some artwork, a poster, which is great. With Sydney Hunter will come with a poster, and again, you get like Japanese material. So what's really cool about First Press is kind of unique from other publishers I've seen for Switch and PS4 is they have a really good presence in Japan, which is awesome. So we, as of I'd say about a year ago, we ported over Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan over in the Japanese market. And by doing that, through help of First Press, shout out to them, they helped us translate the whole game, and there's a lot of text in the game into Japanese, right? Which is cool. So, having said that, if you want to play the Japanese version of Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan, whether you understand it or you don't, or you just think Japanese is really cool, this will be the only opportunity you really have to play the Japanese version. It's going to be unique because in the digital version in North America, the eShop, and same thing's going to be the case with Sony. We're not including the Japanese version in that. It's going to be French, Spanish, and English, right? Same thing in Europe. So if you want to play the Japanese version, this is definitely the version to get for those who are into that. So another kind of perk that you get from getting that. Additionally, with the limited edition, you get a soundtrack. You get the game itself, which is awesome. So high production value. I believe the goal is to get this out by the end of the year. So pre-orders are going to open up this weekend. Goal is to get the game published out by this year. Now, some of you guys are thinking, I didn't know this game was out for PS4. I'd say within the next month or so, it's going to be out digitally for PS4, PS5 shops, right? Also, we are porting over to the Xbox, so it's going to be available for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. Those are going to be digitally. We don't have any plans as of now to release a physical version for the Xbox. But if you have a PlayStation 4, you have a PlayStation 5, which is backwards compatible, of course, or if you have a Switch and you want the physical, this is your opportunity to get it. I appreciate you guys spreading the word. This game, for those who don't know, Sydney Hunter: The Curse of the Mayan. This game came out in 2018. It's available on Steam. It's available on the Nintendo Switch, of course. It's also available on the arcade, which is really cool. Arcade. And I'm super proud of that's on there. It's on the Atari VCS, and soon, as I mentioned before, the Sony market as well as Xbox market. So super stoked. The premise of the game, there's 13 levels. There's 2 different endings. Gameplay wise, if you haven't played it, I would explain it as like Mega Man meets Castlevania, and gameplay wise, we've taken a lot of what we love about classic games, including, and you'll see some Easter eggs from Mario Brothers 2, you'll see some Easter eggs from, of course, Mega Man, and other classic games that we grew up playing as a kids and fell in love with. The premise, we did a lot of research on them in the Mayan culture, right? So I actually flew down to the pyramids down in Mexico. I did a lot of research personally on the Mayan gods. So for when you fight the gods in the game, for example, they're actual Mayan gods and the abilities, and there's a jaguar god and a corn god, for example. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's based on true events, but it's certainly based on their deities. And it's like the Hab calendar is actual real Hab calendar, for example. It also takes place during what the Maya call the Wahab, which is a really unlucky time of the year in the Maya calendar, because we all know, or most of us know, that it's Maya were huge into the calendar and knowing, figuring out days of the year and all that, with the sun and all that good stuff. So want to do a respectful nod to the Maya culture. Love the Maya culture for sure. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game as much as we enjoyed making it. A couple shout outs to, of course, to the First Press team for teaming up with us for this physical release. Shout out to Ben and Russ and JF and Toby, Oscar as well. You guys are all amazing. Couldn't have done this game without you. Eric, all of them. I mean, you guys are done a great job with this game. It's definitely been a team effort. And if you haven't played it yet, and maybe you're on the fence about getting a physical release, check out the digital first. It's only $9.99 US digitally, which I think is a great deal, but it's definitely worth picking up the physical if you're into it. Definitely pick it up now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you've played City Hunter and the Curse of Mayan, please leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Please spread the word about it too. That's one struggle we've had, and one thing I've learned about making games, it's hard to get the word out, right? Because there's so many games flooding the market, and it's hard to get the word out. So I'm really dependent on your help to spread the word. How can you do that? You can leave a review on Steam. You can leave a review on Metacritic, right? You can share it on social media. All that good stuff is a huge help for us. We really appreciate that. Let me know, guys, if you plan on picking up. I appreciate you guys' support as always. We'll see you guys soon. Take care. And of course, game on.